Coming at you, it's the Joe Show from a long time ago. I know you remember us. That's Little Joe, and I'm Big Joe. Well, not too as big as I was once before, but anyway, older, bolder, smarter, hottest topics north of the tropics. What can you say? It's been nearly over a year, I guess, the last time we did something, when we got kind of censored and banned off the medium that we were using. Anyway, long story short, there's been a lot of changes, and I'm going to try to get away with saying the triple T. But anyway, what's been happening, Little Joe? How's things in your life?
Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Everything's good.
That's it?
I don't have.
You got some changes, don't you? I mean,
no, man. I'm not going to update anybody on what I'm doing in personal life. Nobody cares. So, everybody knows what's going on in the world. I was just at a restaurant with Joe right next to some old jokers, and I said, man, I got to get away from these guys. These guys are making me sick. The reason why I said that is because, this whole thing going on over there, we got to talk mafia talk. We got to talk code now. You can't just say certain things. You can't just say certain things.
It went blank.
It doesn't matter.
Okay.
So you almost got to talk like you're in the mafia now. So that situation over there, with the big red bear, we're not the good guys. I guarantee, I'm pretty much willing to bet my life on it. We are not the good guys. Not that he's a good guy. It's like it's two mafias. It's mafias.
Right.
So at the end of the day, you're still a mafia. Whoever their side is, whoever our side is, whoever the Chi-Com side is, whoever the big bad bear side is, whoever our side is, we're not the good guys. They're not the good guys. Those aren't the good guys. Nobody's the good guys.
It's all about the money.
Nobody's the good guys. Especially the Davos crew. Now, if you don't know who the Davos crew is, maybe I don't have the time right now to go into it. This is not, we're not doing this right now. But, Dr. Evil, you know who I'm talking about if you know. If you don't know, I'm going to put some links to plenty of videos below, because that's all I can pretty much do at this point, is just show you what I've been doing, showing you what I've been listening to, showing you, point you in the direction. Of course, I'm going to point you to the direction of the Corbett Report, Last American Vagabond. I've been watching Maneco 64 every day, Rethinking the Dollar.
Real informative.
These shows that you can watch, and you watch about a good few hours of these shows, and you'll know who the bad guys are, and don't give me that, oh man, I can't watch anything over like 15-20 minutes. You watch a football game, you watch a basketball game,
this is important.
You watch a baseball game, you'll listen to music on your 45-minute ride back and forth to work. I'm just saying, like, don't give me that, I don't have the time for that. No, you make time for it, Another thing is, there's still time to prepare yourself. It's never too late, It's never too late to start making preparatory moves. Yeah, we lost. The game's basically over. But, in football terms, it's 55-14. Let's put in the A team. Let's go down there. Let's go down there and get another score and we'll make it 55-21. That's pretty much all I got, because, that's all we're going to really have time for, because we want to get to the main focus and topic of us doing the show today, because we don't have to censor ourselves. Yeah, say hello to everybody. We don't have to censor ourselves for this next topic. College football. Everybody knows what went on with Oklahoma. Coach Muleshoe is gone. The Muleshoe era is over. The Brent Venables era has started. I'm really excited about it. It's almost like certain things just never happened, in a way, for me.
There's no Coach O no more.
Yeah, well, yeah. God, we've been gone so long. That's old news. But yeah, no more Coach O. Brian Kelly is at LSU.
Just bought a house on the lake.
Yeah, you got all the NIL thing. I don't know if it's ruined college football yet, but it's on the verge of ruining it.
Yeah, man, he can skip anywhere, go anywhere. Let me tell you what, in my lifetime, I quit a job before lunch. I had a job after lunch for 50 cents more. So figure it out. It is what it is. But listen, when Little Joe was saying about the Maneco report, Corbett report, all those, that's information that we've given you. We've driven it to you for the past couple of years, 53 shows plus. That stuff comes to fruition when you see what happened with the basketball, when you see what happened with the CFR, you see what happened with Scalise, I can't say his name, the Republican senator from Louisiana here, saying what the Biden Ukraine thing was all going to be about, how they shuffled this and that. Those were information topics that we gave you, besides the big 19 disease, things like that was pretty informative. Did his research. I'm just right here rat-a-tatting with him, saying, shaking my head, understanding, and it's something that can open you up. Again, that's going to be the format. That's what we're going to try to do. We can't go over everything. The world has changed.
You can't say certain things. You can't say certain things. We have to talk in code,
Right.
If you participated in the medical experiment, good luck to you. You know?
Yep.
If you're still riding around with that face diaper, I just don't know what to tell you at this point.
Yeah,
Another thing, real quick, I wanted to say, I was watching the tournament last night, and the players didn't have the things on.
Yeah.
The referees didn't have them. The coaches didn't have them. The fans didn't have them. But yet the cheerleaders had them on, all of them.
Well,
what's
they
the
have to
point
cheer.
of that? But what's the point of that?
Breathing in, saying rah, rah, rah.
But it never
maybe,
worked in the first place.
Whatever happened to 6 foot, all that stuff, huh? I agree that we go to 73 inches. But, I mean, I'm just a man with a measuring tape on my side for 47 years. But anyway, what can we say? But we hope that you're all right out there. I hope that all these changes, I don't see anything funny when you go to the gas pump. A lot of people make jokes, and again, like I'm saying, the VP laughs about everything, which is a great thing. Maybe deferring how really sordid and sad things are, but it's not funny at that pump, man. When I put $40 in my wagon that takes 40 gallons and I just get to a quarter of a tank, I don't see anything funny with that, and I don't see the reason why we are in the situation we are.
And I tell you what, it's not because of the big old bad old Russian bear. That's not why your prices are going up. I'm sorry. They could sit there and lie to you and you can believe them, but that's not why your prices are going up. Your prices are going up for other reasons. It ain't this has been going on. This has been going on for decades. Your prices have been going up for other reasons. It ain't because some dude went and did something because they thought it was theirs anyway, or that's basically theirs anyway. I mean, what's the difference? I mean, if you know anything about that situation, like I said, I almost discussed it with those jokers over there. It's like, dude, there's so much misinformation, disinformation, old information that you have in your head. Dude, it's not like that anymore. It's not, at the end of the day, I'm telling you, it's mafias. It's competing mafias. We're not the good guys. They're not the good guys. Nobody's the good guys, It's just a bunch of just bad guys,
The thing of it is you say misinformation. What are you trying to say? That if you're going to believe everything that comes out of the Capitol and the press conferences and what comes out of the current head of this whole conglomeration, which we call the United States of America, if you're going to believe everything that they say and it's their fault, this fault, not my fault, it's all because of him, it's all because of that, it's all because of the prior regime and stuff like that, if you're going to believe all that, well, that's fine, but wouldn't you flip the page and maybe listen to information like we're giving you, or reach in there like Little Joe says, and you got 45 minutes to an hour and a half to watch a football game, you're going to get up and go to the bathroom, and maybe you have to sit on the pot. Well, take something else and read it, whether you be your phone and something. See if they are telling you the truth. Just shaking your head like a donkey. You can tell a donkey any way to go, and it'll go. It just shakes its head. My dad used to make funny of that. Don't be shaking your head like a burro. Burro is Spanish for donkey, and it makes a lot of sense.
Right.
They're telling you that it's everybody else's fault. They're deflecting off of that. This is not the mafia. Teflon Don. Have you ever heard of him? He never did anything till they finally got him. Talking about finally getting him. The son is having a lot of problems there with the leader of the free world here. The son is going to get baked here pretty soon, I think. But that's what we've been saying for the past 3-4 years. Anyway.
Hey, okay, well, we were talking about football.
Oh, football.
Or we were talking about...
football.
We were talking about... We did the whole thing a while back on our show. I'm not saying we broke it first. We said it first. No. But at least we did a show about it, about the whole Will Wade situation. Okay. They finally did something about that very incident. Okay? Now, if you know me, if you know Joe, I've been telling you they keep digging. They're eventually going to strip LSU of that 2019 national championship. I don't want that to happen.
You heard it first.
I don't want that to happen. But if they keep digging, it's going to be really bad for the football team, because there was that whole Title IX thing. You know, I talked to a lot of LSU fans. Oh, man, that ain't no big deal. No. What about breaking federal law do you not understand? Okay? The current situation at LSU, or how it was a few years ago, maybe they cleaned up their act and self-imposed sanctions and stuff like that. This is a lack of institutional control issue.
The biggie.
This is a huge issue. Lack of institutional control is what they hit SMU with, is what they hit us with in the late 80s, what they hit Miami with, even Alabama in the early 2000s, lack of institutional control of stuff going all the way back to the Gene Stallings era, you know? If you freeze, Ole Miss, lack of institutional control.
Bear Bryant.
If you are a Tiger fan, LSU Tiger fan, and think that you are going that they're going to let LSU skate out of this, you're wrong. You're wrong. I'm sorry, and I've been saying that for years now. Just like we called out the Will Wade situation and said, I don't see how he still coaches there. Coach O was not a surprise. Everybody knew they were going to fire him, but I really think that LSU, the whole program itself, is got some things that's going to happen to it, and it's not going to be good. And as far as the football team goes, it'll be at least after when these sanctions come down, or whatever happens comes down, it's going to be at least 2 to 3 years before they're able to compete for an SEC championship.
Figure it out. Will Wade did a bad thing. He's the big bad guy. He will never coach college football again. Let's face that. I mean, do the math or wake up and see what's up there with that. But the bottom line is the NCAA is trying to defer all this into a smaller thing, not the death penalty, but it's going to be something that's going to be taken away. It has to be done. LSU just ran roughshod over it. Everybody knows it. I read the rag, the paper here in Baton Rouge each and every day. I saw the editorial. A retired lawyer said, shut it down, start all over, clean it up. That might be the best thing to do. I don't know if they'll strip them the title. It was a miraculous, beautiful 2019 season. They waxed everybody, and then you still have these pundits and you still have these LSU fans. Well, Alabama gets away with it. Well, why isn't Alabama in the forefront where LSU is right now? When you say lack of institutional control, that is a big thing, worse than anything.
I'm sorry. Saban would have never put up with a former player on the sidelines giving Alabama players $100 each as they went to the locker room after the national championship. I'm sorry. Saban would have never did that.
Then they did in-house. They said the assistant or the associate athletic director couldn't come and watch the games in the stadium. Was he able to watch the games at home? And who knows if he had a mask on where he was when LSU played at home. And how about the other player with all the sexual harassment on him? What was he doing? He might have been selling concessions, might have put a mask on, might have had a wig on, sitting in the stands cheering for his old war school.
Yes.
So, come on, man.
Listen, a lot of things are about to happen to the SEC in the next few years. Oklahoma and Texas are coming. It's pretty much a done deal.
Bring in class
it's just when
to the SEC.
It's just when they're going to do it, I don't know.
We're back.
It could be 2 years from now. It could be 5 years from now. Who knows? But they are coming to the SEC no matter what.
I thought about saying we're back.
You
like
know,
Texas did.
So every now and then it feels like the NCAA has to justify their whole existence
More than a slap.
and go after a team. And I'm sorry, that team right now is probably LSU.
Yeah,
you know?
it's too much egg on the face. It's too much crap on the, against the wall. I mean, something has to be done.
Well,
Clean it up.
It wasn't just, you can't just blame like one coach. You can't blame one AD. You can't blame, it's like the whole lot of them, all the way down to, who is it? Like, what do they call the Board of Regents or whatever? Or, like
Board of Regents,
the TAF, the alumni.
Yeah.
It's like everybody was all in on it.
Look who's getting into the. Oh, you say getting in on it. Look, and I know this is another subject, another show. Look at the NIL. Look who's getting in on it. These people are being ruled and bought by lawyers here locally. One of the big lawyers in town. He's funneling and he's getting their money and their jerseys and all, which is all great. I read an article. I don't have any backing, and I know that's what you like. That this thing could be $8 million for one quarterback of 5 schools, one team for the 2023 season. It could be an $8 million NIL. So what do you think he's going to, go back and forth to one college next to the next one? So anyway, you got it.
Yeah,
it's already $1 million or $2 or $3 million for the quarterback that left Norman to go with Muleshoe there, Riley. I mean,
I mean, God, I would have loved to have seen that guy stay, but
I want to see him develop.
Now that he's gone, I mean, it's like crying over spilled milk. He doesn't play for our team anymore.
I want to see him
best
develop.
of luck. Best of luck to you, Muleshoe. I think you're going to do fine in the Pac-12. I just don't like the way you left us and the way and what you did. You worked your tail off. You brought us to championship games. We're a few plays away from that, from beating Georgia. We know that. Everybody knows that. But I mean, other than that, that's great. We now feel like we have a coach that's going to bring us to that next level, to where
defense wins championships,
to where we win playoff games. And LSU also, like, I really think LSU could, in the next 2 to 3 years, after all this blows over, and come out of this on a good side, but it's going to be tough.
The Tigers have 3 national championships in 2 decades since Saban got here. They have 3 national championships. We're not taking anything away from LSU, but it's got to be cleaned up. What if the sexual harassment had affected your family and it's your daughter? That's all I'm trying to say. If I had something detrimental like that to hit my family, you better be doggone sure that I'm going out for revenge, or I'm going out for vengeance, or I'm going to try everything I possibly can to get what's given back to me after you ridiculed, after you shamed me, after you've done all that, which is a big thing. And that's why Title IX is the way it is, which is a federal thing, which is hard to get away from, hard to run from. And I don't know where we're at in time.
We're coming up on it, and we all know the feds have to go after somebody to justify their existence too, because
of course
they don't go after the real people. So anyway, that's all I got. We're coming up on it. Go ahead.
It's drug a lot of feet, the NCAA does, but they have an out to where they're going to sanction. They're going to do something not as big, say, as death penalty. I got some shout outs, and man, I used to do it. The Big Kane Taylor, still there in KC. Good luck to you. We love you. Heath Mendoza, not a jarhead anymore, but he's in the public domain now. Shout out to him. Happy birthday to a dear friend of mine, number 68 today, Mike Miet, the godfather of funk in our realm, in our circle. That's all I got. We love you. We missed you. We're coming back. Little Joe.
All our friends and family, if you're watching this, thank you for watching. First and foremost, if you like what you see, hit the like button. Think about subscribing, leave a comment. Maybe we'll have you on a show. We would like to actually interview more family members and make it a show where I'm not going to ask you personal stuff, but it's like, hey, what have you been doing?
Where was there cheap gas?
Was there cheap gas in town?
Or grass. Cheap grass.
I'm
just kidding. I'll take humor again. I got that Harris thing in me.
I'll take some knockoff, like racetrack cheap gas at this point.
Yeah.
Anyway, no, I mean, I drive a Fit. We're sitting in it right now. Gas doesn't bother me, but it bothers everybody else because it's the goods that are getting to your store have to be transported by truck. So anyway,
I was fortunate enough to say I had $40 to put a quarter of a tank.
Right.
Love y'all. Peace.
All right, man. See you later.